Hello everyone, I welcome you to the session on why Python. So these days you might have been hearing everyone is preferring to learn Python programming. You can look at the Python is very rich in offering various features when compared with other programming languages. Moreover, in the current scenario, the world is taking a diversion towards processing the digital data that is being generated by the various resources like sensors, network servers, personal computers. So wherever you see, there is an enormous amount of digital data is getting generated. So means people are using different machine learning algorithms, AI-based algorithms, deep learning algorithms to process this kind of data. Python is providing the different set of models which are very suitable to process the data in the field of machine learning, artificial intelligence, and even in the deep learning. You can look at the features. Python is very easy to learn. Its syntax is very simple. It is portable, which is offering large standard library. In Python, we we will not bother about the type of the objects we deal with in the programming language. It will allocate the memory at the runtime. It's free and open source. It is extensible. We will look at one after another in detail. See, Python is very simple programming language. Why? Because if I want to just print hello world, you can see on screen. In C language, how many number of lines of code you require? You can see 2, 3, then 4, 5. In the similar sense, in C++, you require these many number of lines of code, and in Java, these are the number of lines of code you have to write just to print the hello world. So moreover, so the block of statements are simply placed in the open curly brace and closed curly brace. Whereas in Python is a very simple language to learn. You can see there is not even semicolon at the end of the statement. And moreover, with one statement, you can able to print hello world on screen. That is the beauty of Python programming. It is very simple language to learn. One can write fewer number of lines of code even to deal with a complex problems. And it is portable. Once if you write the Python program, for example, say if you have written a program on Windows, the same program you can even run it on Mac OS or even on Linux with bare minimum changes. Because in Python, what happens? The Python virtual machine PVM, after compilation, it will be generating an object code. The object code doesn't depend upon the operating system. So if you install just PVM in any of the missions that you use, the object code can be directly executed by the Python virtual machine or Python interpreter. So the Python code doesn't depend upon either your operating system or the kind of processor you are using. So that is one of the other advantages. And I said it is supporting larger number of libraries to process machine learning applications, AI, artificial intelligence related applications, even deep learning and neural network based applications. We will see all these modules in the next slide. Even in Python is supporting other libraries also for data processing, even data pre-processing, and after that post processing of the data. Python supports more than 200 modules, input modules, which are available for the user just to use them whenever they are required. So as I said, Python is dynamically typed language. In C, C++, Java, we talk about the variables and the data types. But in Python, we don't need this. In fact, if you want to use a variable, so just you can take directly a value to the variable. Python, when it is executing the statement, Python interpreter straight away will evaluate the data type of the variable and it will allocate the memory. Sorry. Python is a free and open source. In the sense, you can straight away visit the Python website, and you can just download the Python language and you can just install it. It is free for you. The open source in the sense, so the source code of the Python is available to the user. Source code is available to the users. You can see how the internal modules or predefined modules are written either using C language or C++ language. Even if you want, you can add your own source code to the Python programming language that can be incorporated by Python distribution organization. So they can be even incorporate the source code. If you really want to develop any innovative kind of thing, you can incorporate the source code in the coming version of the Python. Python is extensible. You can see you can write Python code even in the C language program or in the C++ program or Java program. You can insert the Python code. So there you can also run the Python code as part of the C, C++, Java. Let us look at the various machine learning, AI-based and deep learning related applications in which Python modules are used very often. You can see TensorFlow is there, and then Matplotlib is excellent. module which can be used to generate the graphs. Pandas are used for data pre-processing and post-processing. NumPy is used to deal with multidimensional data and to deal with operations on large matrices. And also you can see the rest of the libraries or the modules these days used very frequently by the machine learning engineers to deal with large amount of data and to come out of to even to process the data and to get the knowledge out of that. So these are the various set of features supported by the Python. That is the reason why most of the programmers all over the world, the current scenario, they are preferring Python as their beginning programming language.